A few days ago on the channel, I went back and played Splatoon 1 on the Wii U. I thought, you know what, seeing as I've got my Wii U out, I thought, you know what, I may as well go back to my roots and check out Call of Duty on the Wii, see how those games are holding up online, seeing as those games are really old. So yeah, we'll be checking out all of the Call of Duty games that are still online. So unfortunately, World at War, it did get taken down. So I will not be featuring that game in this sort of mini series, but I will be featuring Call of Duty 4, Black Ops Wii, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts on the Wii U. So today I will be checking out Call of Duty 4, seeing how it is holding up. Seeing as this game, it is 11 years old now, I thought, you know what, I may as well give out some facts if this is the first time you are seeing Call of Duty 4 on the Wii. Now you might have thought, Snorf, Call of Duty 4, it didn't come out in 2009, it came out in 2007. And yeah, you are right, it did come out on the PS3, Xbox 360 and PC in 2007. But it never made its way onto the Wii in 2007. It did come out 2 years later than that in 2009. We didn't get Modern Warfare 2. And as a replacement for that, we got Call of Duty 4 on the Wii, known as Modern Warfare Reflex Edition. And yeah, this is the game. And yeah, it was ported by Treyarch, even though this is an Infinity Ward game. Infinity Ward never ported any of their games to the Wii or Wii U. It was always left to a small team over at Treyarch, headed up by a mystery developer called Atreyu, who later turned out to be Anna Dolan, who is now working at Riot Games, who is now working on Project A. That probably is the reason why we haven't seen a Call of Duty game on the Switch. Maybe there is no one left over at Treyarch to port over a game to the Switch. But yeah, even though Call of Duty 4 is an Infinity Ward game, it was ported by Treyarch and not Infinity Ward. That is something which not a lot of people know about outside of the Call of Duty Wii community. So yeah, the game, it did sell reasonably well. It sold around about 1.3 million copies, which I think is pretty good, seeing as this game, it did come out 2 years later than the other versions. So yeah, there was something really weird with the hit detection in this game. Pretty much there was something called lag shooting that you had to do, just because whenever you did try and hit someone, that pretty much straight on, your bullets would never register. You would have to sort of aim your bullets in front of the person. So say like if they are running from right to left, you would have to pretty much aim your fire to the left of that person pretty much, and then your bullets would register. So yeah, how is the game holding up? Well, surprisingly, I did manage to get into a team deathmatch sort of lobby. I only sort of seen 2 team deathmatch lobbies and that was it. I think that is the only thing left in this game at the moment is team deathmatch. If you try and play other game modes, unfortunately, you'll not be able to get into a match. So yeah, there are 2 team deathmatch lobbies still going. And yeah, one more thing I should mention is that with this game, you had to use the Wii remote. So in the gameplay in the background, you might be seeing me failing a little bit in terms of my control, just because it has been a long while since I have picked up the Wii remote. It's got to be about 4 or 5 years now. So yeah, I was a little bit rusty in the video. I might sort of include some footage that I did back in the day as well, so that you guys can have a good idea of what Call of Duty 4 was like on the Wii. In terms of the lobbies themselves, I did unfortunately, well, I think I did run into a hacker. I'm not sure whether they were hacking, whether they were sort of getting into a glitch spot. I can't really remember from the top of my head, but yeah, they were sort of in an area that you shouldn't really get to. So yeah, I did encounter that, and in terms of the rest of the matches that I did sort of encounter, I did unfortunately come up against people using really cheap tactics. They were using the grenade launcher, and yeah, you will see me get noob tubed quite a lot in this video. I did get my own back. I thought, you know what, stuff it, I'm going to switch back to one of the custom classes to get the grenade launcher, and yeah, I did get my own back on someone that was noob tubing me quite a lot. They were using a famous name. I'm not really sure how much I can mention with YouTube's sort of rules in 2019. I'm not sure whether I'm allowed to use that politician's name without my video getting into trouble. So that was who I was coming up against, and yeah, it was really fun to come back to this game. I did sort of forget about the lag shooting whilst playing this video. It was only afterwards that I did remember that, oh yeah, I forgot that this game, it does unfortunately have terrible hit detection. Unfortunately, with this game, there was no way that Treyarch could have fixed it with a hotfix or patch, just because this game, it never had a sort of hotfix or patch system. So unfortunately, they couldn't fix that issue. So yeah, that's just pretty much it in terms of the state of the game. I did play this game at the weekend, and yeah, I just thought that was the best time to play this game, in the evening. I don't think I will be able to do the same with all of the other games in this series, unfortunately. But yeah, at the weekend I did pretty much find 2 team deathmatch lobbies still going on Call of Duty 4. So if you want to play Call of Duty 4 on the Wii, my best advice for you is play it whilst you still can find people online, because I'm sure there is going to get to a point sometime in the future that there will not be any players online, unfortunately. So yeah, if you want to play Call of Duty 4 on the Wii, my best advice for you is do it as soon as possible. So I'm sure some people in the comments are saying, why would you play Call of Duty on the Wii? And as someone who was really active in the community back in the day, we were a really tight, small-knit community. It really did feel like a family. And what was really cool about this game was, or about the Call of Duty games on the Wii in general, was that people just ran around, had fun. There was barely anybody sort of camping. Of course, you did encounter it at some points in matches, but for the most part, people did run around. And you know, for people that did play on both versions, so the HD versions and the Wii version, some people actually prefer to play on the Wii version due to people running around, not just standing still, aiming down sights all the time. And of course, people did play Wii versions of Call of Duty to experience the unique control scheme of the Wii remote and nunchuck. And yeah, that was the main reason why I did play Call of Duty on the Wii back in the day. I sort of joined late with Modern Warfare 3. I went back to this game, Call of Duty 4. But yeah, this is Call of Duty 4 in 2020. It's still going, surprisingly. Even though this game, it did come out 11 years ago. This is a system that is 2 generations back now, because you got the Wii U and now you got the Switch. And yeah, it's definitely got me wanting more Call of Duty titles on a Nintendo system, although we wouldn't be able to have the Wii remote sort of experience that we did have back in the day, just because the Joy-Cons can't really replicate the pointer sort of control scheme. Unfortunately, that is just my biggest disappointment with the Switch. No sort of option to do that pointer sort of style of gameplay that I really do love. I absolutely love the Wii remote and nunchuck. Definitely is my favourite control scheme. One more thing I forgot to mention about Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Reflex Edition on the Wii is that we never got any sort of DLC whatsoever. So we were stuck with the base maps in this game. I'm not even sure whether there was DLC for Call of Duty 4. There probably was on the Xbox 360 and PS3. But we never got it on the Wii, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll just love it if we did get a port of Modern Warfare Remastered on the Switch. I think that would be really cool if we got to play Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4 on the Switch. I think that would be really cool to see, but I just don't think Activision will bother doing it, unfortunately. So yeah, this is Call of Duty 4 on the Wii. It definitely does probably look a lot different to what you are used to if you haven't played the game on the Wii. Of course, the Wii is a lot less powerful than the PS3 and Xbox 360. But yeah, you can still find matches online. And yeah, in my next video, I will be showing off Black Ops Wii. That game did come out 10 years ago. So yeah, that's pretty much it with this video. Let me know in the comment section below whether you still play Call of Duty 4 on the Wii, and also let me know in the comments what your favourite Call of Duty title was on the Wii or Wii U. And yeah, that's pretty much it with this video, and I will see you in another video soon, hopefully.